What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. Join us now as we look at all the winners and losers of WWE Backlash 2025. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's get right into the first match as we look at Dominik Mysterio versus Penta for the Intercontinental title. Dominik vs Penta for the IC title was a late addition to the Backlash card, and the match has seemingly come out of nowhere. The WWE looked to be pivoting Mysterio into the role of a babyface following WrestleMania 41, yet these plans are evidently on hold for the time being. But this match should be a great showcase for both men, as their previous encounters have been well received, and it's clear that they have really good chemistry in the ring. It's likely that this match is on the PLE match card to further the breakup of the Judgment Day faction. Is this the match in which Balor costs Mysterio the title and we enter into the Penta era? Mysterio getting a 3-week reign with the title would be disappointing to many, yet it would start Mysterio on his babyface ascension and would give the audience a heated feud between Balor and Mysterio on television. WWE may also be hesitant to give Penta another loss, specifically a singles loss on PLE, so there's a high chance that Penta walks out of Backlash as the new Intercontinental Champion. Our prediction: Penta wins the Intercontinental Championship. Next up is Lyra Valkyria vs Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Now, the Women's IC title is said to be defended on the PLE for the first time ever at Backlash, as Lyra Valkyria defends the title against recently returned Becky Lynch. Lynch being involved in the IC title hunt instantly enhances the title and gives it legitimacy and credibility. Lynch is one of the biggest names in the company. It's always appreciated when big names compete for the mid-card titles. WWE have done this in the past with names such as Triple H, John Cena and Roman Reigns, and it always works, and it tells the audience that the title is a worthy prize for even the biggest names on the roster. Now, the build to this match has been excellent, with Valkyria holding her own both on the mic as well as in the ring, and with Valkyria standing tall on 2 consecutive editions of Raw, all signs point to her losing the title at Backlash. WWE may wish to protect both women by having a DQ finish, and this will allow the feud to continue. Whilst this isn't a bad idea, the first women's IC title defense on a PLE ending in such a lackluster manner wouldn't be a great look. There is also the Bayley factor. Bayley was taken out of action by Lynch at WrestleMania 41, and she is waiting to return to WWE programming. Bayley could easily cost Lynch the title, but it may make more sense for Bayley to return after the match. The title showdown is a strong contender to steal the show this weekend, as a prime match in NXT was one of the best women's matches of the past 5 years, and now with an intense heated story attached to the title match, the two talented women could produce greatness in St. Louis. The match could go in several ways, yet all signs point to Lynch winning the women's IC title and going on a run with aiming at solidifying the title. So our prediction: Becky Lynch wins the women's IC championship. Next up is a fatal 4-way between Jacob Fatu, LA Knight, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre for the US championship. 4 of WWE's best will collide for the US title at Backlash, as Jacob Fatu defends against LA Knight, Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre. On paper, the match has the potential to be a chaotic yet wildly entertaining fatal 4-way. WWE have really hit a home run recently with multi-wrestler matches, and this shouldn't be an exception. There are merits to each name in the match winning, and it's worth breaking down each one of them. When it comes to Drew McIntyre, he's the biggest name in the match, and he's always a solid choice to win the title. However, the former WWE champion feels like an odd one out here. McIntyre doing a side quest for the US title is an odd fit for him at this stage, and he should have his sights set on the WWE title or the world title over on Raw. There have been reports that McIntyre is set for a main event push as we head into the summer months, and if this report is accurate, then it's highly unlikely that McIntyre walks out of St. Louis as the new US champion. In relation to Damian Priest, he's been going through the motions on TV recently, and he urgently needs to find a meaningful feud now that his well-received feud with McIntyre has come to an end. Priest would also be a sensible choice to have another reign with the title, yet there are no signs pointing towards Priest embarking on another reign, and it's likely that Priest is the one that takes the pin in the match itself. In regards to LA Knight, he's a name that is in need of a change of scenery. Fans have been urging WWE to move LA Knight to Raw to start fresh, and this could be the best thing for him. A third US title reign doesn't appear to be on the horizon, and LA is a name that has sustained popularity and star power to move into the main event picture. This all comes down to Jacob Fatu, who's the heavy favourite to retain a Backlash, and for very good reason. Fatu has only been US champion for a matter of weeks, and although it's been heavily teased that Solo Sikoa is going to screw his cousin out of the US title, it's unlikely that it happens in this match. We all know Triple H loves a slow build, and it's likely that Fatu vs Sikoa is a match destined for SummerSlam. Fatu should without a doubt receive a longer reign than a few weeks, as there are several more feuds on the blue brand that he can engage in as US champion. Our prediction, Jacob Fatu retains the WWE US Championship. Next in the match card is Gunther vs Pat McAfee. The McAfee vs Gunther match seems like the most random match on the Backlash card, yet it may surprise people. Gunther is one of the best in-ring talents in the entire world, and McAfee's prior work has been decent in the squared circle. The contrast of styles should make for a unique dynamic, yet Gunther in particular has the in-ring skills and the in-ring psychology to make the match work. Whilst on the surface this looks like a decisive win for the former world champion, it's entirely possible that WWE could pull a huge swerve and do the unthinkable. McAfee has been hinting at having Scott Steiner in his corner, and this would act as a fun cameo. Whilst it's unlikely that Steiner's presence leads to McAfee winning the match, another former WCW name may be the difference maker, that being Goldberg. Goldberg is set to have his final match at some point in 2025, and based on bad blood and his heated confrontation with the ring general, it's possible that the match is versus Gunther. WWE may look to set up the match by having Goldberg cost Gunther the match, and this would completely shatter Gunther's reality and make him go on a rampage, leading to a showdown between the two men in the summer. It's unclear when Goldberg's final match will be, but there are rumors that the match will either be at a Saudi Arabia show or even SummerSlam. There is rumored to be a Saudi show next month, and WWE may be of the belief that Backlash is a perfect place to set the match up. But the question is, does Gunther losing to an announcer, even due to interference, impact his credibility? It depends how WWE present the interference spot, but it's a dangerous move, and it may lead to substantial criticism from fans online. If Goldberg doesn't return, then it's highly likely that Gunther wins clean. Gunther just dropped the world title 3 weeks prior, and they want to rebuild Gunther as quickly as possible. Right now it's unclear what the creative vision is for Gunther, yet it's absolutely clear that Triple H sees him as one of his biggest stars. McAfee isn't an active wrestler, so he's a name that can afford to lose, and McAfee losing to Gunther won't exactly impact his legitimacy as an announcer. Our prediction, Gunther wins. And finally, it's time for the main event, as it's John Cena vs Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. The WWE are promoting John Cena vs Randy Orton for the WWE title as the final time the two will face each other ever. The two are documented foes, having feuded numerous times throughout their respective WWE careers, and now it's time to definitely wrap the rivalry up. This will be the first time ever that the two have collided, with Cena as the heel and Orton as a babyface, and this will hopefully give the match a new dynamic, and a dynamic that elevates the match to the very next level. Their back catalogue has some solid encounters, with their SummerSlam 2007 match being a definitive standout, yet there's also been a fair share of duds in the past catalogue. But hopefully this match is able to produce some magic. Due to Cena's reign only being 3 weeks in, it seems unlikely that Cena loses the title at Backlash. With the PLE being in St. Louis, it's likely that WWE will try to protect Orton as much as humanly possible, so a screwy finish is almost a certainty. Cena could cheat to win, and this will in turn further elevate Cena's new heel persona whilst not impacting Orton's credibility. There are rumors that The Rock or Travis Scott could appear during the match, yet due to the poor reception at WrestleMania 41's main event, they may opt to deliver a match without interference at all. WWE has 3 key events in the space of a month, those being Backlash, Saturday Night's main event, and Money in the Bank. With Cena being advertised for all of them, and with Cena being on the poster for each respective event, it'd be an unusual move to book Cena to drop the title when they're promoting him being the featured star at these events. Whilst you can never count out an Orton win, it would potentially be seen as a backwards move from the audience to have Cena's 17th reign end in just 3 weeks. After all, Cena's 16th world title reign only lasted for 2 weeks back in 2017. And this received vast criticism, so WWE may want to avoid any backlash, pun intended, when it comes to the duration of Cena's final WWE title reign. But our final prediction, John Cena retains the WWE Championship. But there you have it folks, all the winners and losers of Backlash 2025. What are your predictions? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.